Good morning, everybody.
We disconnected before, so now's our second attempt. Good
Um,
morning.
so, hoping everything is good out there.
Yes.
We have a decent sales day after a day where we were really low.
Yep.
We picked back up a little bit with 10 items. We did put on a sales promotion to help, and that did spur some activity. So, that's a good step in the right direction. And I think it's one of those things to where it made sense and it worked. But we'll talk about our sales.
Okay.
We're going to also talk about the bargain hunt and
Yes.
the bin store and some of the challenges that they present and what you need to be careful for before we get started. Aaron.
I'm Amber.
And we are full-time resellers. We go live Monday through Thursday.
Yep.
And walk through what our sales look like. So with that being said, we'll jump into this. So we just recently got a bargain hunt store in our location. And so what we have experienced already is
highs and lows.
Yes. So there are some good values to be made, but on a few occasions, I will say it's going to test your QC, like your quality control. How thorough are you when it goes to researching something and seeing if it's complete? So I'll tell you situations of things that I've seen that we haven't bought.
Okay.
So we had one where
I have a gross one.
it was a like teeth whitening system.
So the bins, I don't know if you're not familiar with it. They ours is like Amazon returns or things like that.
Yeah, or they just buy it in pallets. They
So
buy things in pallets and they go into the bins.
Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're all used. Some of them are new sealed, but a lot of ours are like returns.
Yeah, returns, and it just they buy in pallets from Amazon. So this one was a teeth whitening system, and I open it, look at it, and it has like 3 syringes with it of like the gel that you're supposed to squirt into it or whatever, and you could see one of them has been used and tried. So in that situation, like this is something that would sell for $30.
Yeah.
I mean, let me take that back. It would sell for 80 actually, in that condition. But being that one syringe is partially used, I don't want to sell that.
Well, in general, I don't want to sell anything dental.
Yeah, like to sell that as used, I don't even know if eBay would allow you to sell it as used.
Nor would I want them to.
Like, because there's a lot of times where it'll say like new, and that's the only option. Yeah. Which is my read into they don't want you selling this used, and I get it. Like, I would not want to put my teeth into something somebody else did. I wouldn't even want to put my teeth into something you put in. We
don't share that stuff. That's just yuck.
And you know, I love you.
I love you too, but no.
But I don't want to put my teeth in it. So there's like
swapping bacteria. Ugh.
So like that was one where I was like, yeah, not doing that.
Yeah.
And I could see how they would not try to turn around and resell that.
Can I tell you mine? I don't even think you saw this.
I don't think so.
When I was with my friend the other day, over there shopping, like casually shopping, we went over there and there was a bidet that had been used and had yuck on it.
Oh, so they like stuck it up their butt?
It was, the seat was yucky.
Oh, so it was a seat version. Okay.
Yeah, like
I
a
just
portable
think of it as like a wand or something.
No, it was like a portable seat that you can attach and like have your own little spigot with it.
Yeah.
It was used.
Yeah. And then I know from stuff that... But
even just yuck, like why are y'all even putting this out here? It's getting on everything else too.
Yeah, that's gross. But I know like from a personal use standpoint, you just bought a espresso machine. And it was missing...
Just the cup, the glass.
The carafe, is that what it's called? Carafe or carafe?
But it wouldn't, no. This one doesn't use those. It just has a cup, like a glass cup.
But it's missing that. And so if you were to take that and think, oh, okay, I can turn around and sell this for good profit, you're going to have an issue on the back end.
They'll reach out to you. This was not complete.
Yeah, this was missing this.
It doesn't have a cup.
We have already sold a couple items that have had issues. So one was a little speaker that we sold that actually like was
portable
used. And it looked like it was new in package. I didn't do a good job inspecting, so I really need to do a better job of inspecting.
So that's coming back.
So that's going to come back as a return.
I think if you would have flipped it over, you would have seen what they saw.
I just didn't take that extra step. Yeah. So, and then the other item, we sold a automatic
solar chicken coop door.
Yes.
That was supposed to have a remote.
And it did not have a remote. Yeah. And the problem is a lot of the ones that were on there that you could see didn't have everything like.
Probably because they were new.
Yeah, because they were new,
Yeah.
and so they wouldn't even open it. And chances are they might have got it from a similar store, and they might not have.
They might have a return too.
Issues with their items too. So, in that case, if we're not able to find a remote to replace it with, I'm just going to end up refunding this person in whole.
Just keep
so
the door and.
I'm going to be out $7, and I'm going to be out shipping it to this person, and then they're going to just have a useless item. They're going to chunk.
Yeah.
So, in both of those cases, the positive side of it, the way I look at it is, at least it happened quickly.
Right.
You know, like these were the first time we went to the bins. We bought a ton of stuff.
Things sold fast.
And now we're getting some feedback to say that we need to do a better job to quality control these particular items. So the question is, are we still going to go to the bargain hunt?
I don't know.
Yes, we are. We are going to go. The only thing is a couple things that we're going to change in this process.
Like we got an Eddie Bauer sheet set. That was brand new. Like, we're not going to have problems with that. We got some iRobot vacuums, brand new, sealed with a manufacturer seal. All of those have had positive reviews. They've been perfect. So, it's not like we've only had duds there. We've had a lot of success there.
Yeah, and those were really good. So, like, just to keep in mind, like, one robot vacuum in terms of what we sold it for in profit is going to more than double what we are going to lose with the other two situations.
So we're still positive for bargain hunt.
Yeah.
We just learned lessons.
I think you learned lessons, and the good thing is, again, we learned it quickly. But the two things I would say, I'm going to increase our threshold of what we need in terms of the sales price. So, for example, we'll go to a garage sale, and I might pick up something that I paid $2 for that I can sell for 20. Like, that's if it's something that's like easy to flip and all that other stuff, right? I'm not paying $7 to sell something for $3.
Because we're only going there when they have like new fresh bins, and on that day, everything in those bins that you're searching through are $7 an item.
Yeah.
So they slowly will lower that price, and then you can, have a lower cost of goods. But typically, like, we are only going for that during the $7 days. Yep. So we won't be able to buy anything for $2 and flip it for
not from there.
Yeah.
I guess another one too. I'll talk about the light, but the other aspect. So we're raising our threshold, and then we're also going to have to be super thorough in the store. Like, if we're gonna buy something,
we're taking it out and looking, unless it's factory sealed.
Yes, unless it's factory sealed, we're taking it out, we're looking and inspecting, and then I'm going to try to match it up to another.
What items are supposed to be with this?
Yes, like what is supposed to be included, what is missing, and those kind of things. So those are the two steps that we're going to have to implement.
Yeah.
And we already will fill up our cart.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't have to fill it up so much because our threshold's higher. So you think it's something like, oh, this is going to sell for 20.
Don't even grab it.
I'm not even going to grab it.
But some of them are very, like, you wouldn't have thought the headset would sell for much.
I wouldn't have. No.
So would that have not made it?
I would have probably looked a little bit. I think now, knowing what I know, I would have looked a little bit closer on that one. Yeah. But
I think there's no harm in putting things in your cart that you find interesting.
Yeah.
But we will just, like, if we see $20 things, like, it's a quick no.
Yeah.
So we usually have 2 carts. The first one we fill up with everything, and then we go somewhere else, like, get a little space, and then you look everything up and then decide.
But one other item that we had an issue with was the light.
What light?
The big circle light that's an alarm clock. It's supposed to help you wake up by lighting in a certain way. There's like a crack on the top corner. I didn't inspect it well enough to notice that there was a crack. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. Yeah. We'll still sell it, and we'll still make money on it, but I'm having to sell it as used and
broken,
damaged, and it'll be something to where maybe we'll get $100 for it, where I was expecting to get like $130 for it. So yeah.
So proceed with caution.
Yeah,
at those bin stores.
They are what they are.
Yeah.
And so I just think that it would be. Could you imagine going in there and just thinking everything was new in box and you were just picking up everything like that?
I feel like that's what we did.
Yeah, I think we did.
But thank goodness we had.
And this is no fault to those stores either.
No,
they're hustling out there to making a business out of something that is a huge void. If you think about it, the number of people that return items.
Yes, where do those items
I've heard stores where they see the same person every day at Amazon, at UPS, just returning item after item after item. And, you know, I hope Amazon cracks down on these people.
Yeah.
And stops selling to these people, which I think they are starting to implement ways to
didn't you
like
say-
increase the prices.
Yeah, I think you said something about they have like a AI tool that will notate someone's account that they're like a repeat returner.
Yeah.
And then they end up paying more on their items than someone else.
Because they're a risky buyer, and honestly, that's good business.
Yeah.
It's a good business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
I wish we could do that.
I'm hoping.
But I am glad we can block buyers.
Yeah, I'm hoping Amazon starts to step their game up with regards to these Amazon return people, because those people come over to eBay with the same expectation.
Well, I think there's like a big, like when you don't have a physical store and you can't see who you're buying from, there's a big disconnect that there's an actual person or store behind this purchase.
Yeah.
So they just think, oh, well, it's eBay. They'll just take it back. It's like, no, we're like a little mom and pop shop, and like we don't do like just regret buying returns. Like,
it's
you're hurting, because they usually will pick something that will actually like hurt
they'll force a return.
Right.
And misuse the system in order to get us to pay for shipping,
and
because
then
they
it
don't
knocks our
want
store down.
Yeah, correct.
So like, because you're an impulse buyer and you now have regret, like you're gonna hurt us because your poor decision, like that's not fair.
Yeah.
So there's not like, when you have like everything's online, there's no like real connection there.
Yep. So. Anything else you'd like to add before we move on?
No, I think that was a big
so
enough
we'll move on to sales. We have 10 items going out. We are starting with just look at this little plastic piece. This
junk, throw it.
This is a replacement piece for Mario Kart Rainbow Road. So if you see Rainbow Road, you can make a ton of money off of just the parts.
And usually you can get a good price for it.
Yeah. And this one sold for $16, free shipping. Just this little piece. And it'll just throw into an envelope. And
I mean, honestly, this looks to me like one of those things that they package in something they ship to you that you just break off and throw away. But that's cool.
Next up, we have a pair of Dam Post boots. We picked these up fairly recently. I think we paid $5 for these.
Can I check the code? Ready?
No, they're correct. I already double checked them.
Okay.
Yeah, DP2111
Yeah.
and size 8D. These were not stocked yet. I didn't get a chance to stock them yet, and so this is the only one. So
cool.
$5 into $35.10 plus shipping did sell via promoted listing.
Fast.
This one is going to a repeat buyer, so I did take a offer on this one for $9 plus shipping. A lot of the wrestling games, people like to play these older ones because it might have a wrestler that they're a real big fan of that they don't get in the newer versions. So. Some of the older wrestling games, don't put those in the same group or category as the sports games.
That makes sense.
Don't look at this and say, this is a sports game, it's not worth anything. Some of those can go for decent money. That one's just $9 plus shipping, but some of the other ones can go for more. And then we're talking about the pills that we are selling. So
not pills, they're supplements.
They are pills.
Yeah, but I mean, don't say that. It's just...
Oh, well, you'll just love my title.
Oh, gosh. You're going to get us banned on YouTube.
So we sold two of these to
different customers.
Two different customers. $35.99 plus shipping each on those.
They're not expired.
And we bought them both. We bought all of those for $2 each.
And
so
you got
we had 6
of them?
So those are 4 gone, 2 left.
Yep.
And they are selling very well.
Great.
So it's nice to see. Next up, we picked this up this last weekend. We have Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Plug and Play. So
did you do this?
Yeah.
Oh, you did good. It looks very nice.
Oh, okay, cool. So Plug and Play. This has got 5 different games on it. You can see the games on the sides here. $17.72 plus shipping.
That's a good idea. Like, even for a game. Like a party or something, put this on the TV and then they can play it without the big old machine.
Yep.
But do it on the TV.
Yeah.
What a cool idea.
They only invented it in 2004.
Well, I like it. I think that's
they've actually had it for far longer than that. But,
really?
Yes, they've been doing that for a long time. Plug and Play.
The TV? I know that, but like specifically
the Golden
Pac-Man.
Tee one that you sold, remember?
No.
This Golden Tee one we sold for $100.
Oh.
That
yeah,
Plug and Play.
Shuffle
Yeah,
one? Yeah, I know that,
premise.
but this one's like a little doodad.
Yeah, that one was little too.
Okay.
But
I just think it's a good idea.
I'm just kidding.
Good morning, Bama.
I just like
Thanks for joining us.
like messing with you, honey.
Yeah, you're like
Anytime.
making me like, am I supposed to get something here? I think
Um,
I'm like missing the joke.
Next up, a Miami Hurricanes hat. Really cool look to it.
Yeah.
And this is one of the rare ones that is top of the world and actually sells.
Oh, it's not bottom of the world.
No.
This is one of the ones that I picked.
Yeah.
Where you made fun of me.
I did.
And how much?
$18.99 plus shipping. But you
I
paid
knew.
$5 for it.
Well, top of the world. You wouldn't have even looked at it.
No. Top of the world, I don't buy those. Now granted, if they have like a really cool graphic, so I didn't know the graphic that you were looking at, but most of the time you want to pass on top of the world. But the graphic was really cool.
If you have been watching for a while, you heard him dog on me about top of the world.
Yeah.
And looky, what is sold?
This one sold really quick. This is Tony Hawk's American Wasteland Special Edition PS2. $10.95 plus shipping. And that one was actually in pretty good condition. The SmackDown game, not so much.
Yeah. Played a little more.
We sold a record. It's been a while since we sold a record.
That's true.
Deep Purple. Who Do We Think We Are? LP. $9.03 plus shipping.
And for these, I just have like a record box. They're right up here. Never good at this.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
But I get those, and I put like tissue paper down, and then I fold it really pretty, and then I do the cardboard and a poly mailer. So they're usually really happy when they get the records.
And the last sale of the day is a Titleist pink Pro V1 adjustable strap back.
It almost looks salmon in the picture, but that's a pretty color pink.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah. It's like
too
Barbie
late.
pink.
We sold it.
I'm not
just
a
joking.
golfer.
I'm just joking. $13.41 plus shipping did sell via promoted listing. So
Yeah, that's pretty.
so it looks like the promotions have helped.
Yeah.
Um,
What is our promotion you have on?
we have 10% off on certain categories in our store that have been a little bit slower that should be selling right now, like golf.
How much
clothing.
of a promotion do you have on our... go ahead, finish the list.
What?
Golf, clothing.
Among other
shoes.
things like stuffed animals.
I was going to say, how high of a promotion do you have on stuffed animals? Maybe we
Keeping
need
it
to
10.
raise the rate on
We're
that.
keeping it 10. So
We have so many. So,
Yeah,
what are you
but-
doing today?
I don't really have that much list ready inventory.
No, I just brought some stuff from our closet over there.
So I do think one thing that we can do, I could go sourcing a little bit today.
Yeah.
That's an option, or the other option is to pull out the table and clean some shoes. So I'm not decided yet.
Well, you might decide after I tell you what my plans are.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm going to be shipping, and then the boys need a haircut. Their hair, like one of our kids has really curly hair, and it's like,
I'll do it.
no, he will shave them
I'll do it.
bald.
I'll do it.
And yeah, the other one's hair is like right in his eyes. So we definitely need haircuts.
Yeah.
All that hair. And then we have church tonight for a game night. So I don't know if you're going to that. No. So then you do what you want.
Yeah. So.
Maybe a little thrifting.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of donations to drop off.
Oh, well, then you'll be thrifting before you go to game night.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't have to go to that one.
So, bunch of donations that just don't sell, or we just, it's ready to go.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So tomorrow's Friday.
tomorrow is
sales?
Friday. We have the bargain hunt will be open. So
Proceed with caution.
part of the reason why I wanted to talk about it today is kind of a refresher
Keep it in
reminder,
our
so we
minds.
can keep it fresh and
We
don't make
have a
mistakes
goal.
out there.
Ready for garage sales this weekend. I know it's gonna
Yes.
be beautiful.
Yeah, we have a nice community
Yeah.
sale that's about 20 plus houses. That's about an hour from us.
I
so.
feel like right after Easter, it's kickoff. Everyone's spring cleaning, getting their stuff out, and
Well, we
everyone's
were having-
home and ready to just.
We
But I
were
think
having
more
decent
people
garage
do it.
sales. We were having a decent amount of garage sales, and I will say the weekend before and the weekend after
Easter or what?
any holiday
Oh,
typically is like people will want to get in before, and people will say, "Well, we'll do it next week."
yeah.
Like they don't want to do it that weekend, and so you'll see an increase on both ends.
Mhm.
So I've got high hopes
Yes.
for this weekend.
Let us know your best pickup
Yeah,
on Monday.
yeah,
So.
that'd be cool.
Or in the comments, because
Yeah.
this is going to be the only one until Monday, right?
Yes. Yes.
But yeah. hopefully we get some really neat things. We haven't had any like big items, so like value items.
Yeah, we have. We decided to keep it.
What was it?
The juice.
Oh yeah, you should tell them.
That should be its own video.
Okay.
Yeah, for another day of when you keep your items that you should be selling, but you keep it and you don't make the money.
That's probably the biggest item that we've ever kept.
Mm-hmm.
Value item.
It is.
So.
You kept the bike thing for a while before we sold it.
Yeah.
You liked it.
That was fun. I had one of those bikes that like it's like an
elliptical bike.
Elliptical bicycle. So then you're standing and you're going like this and the legs are moving, but it's not a regular bicycle. It's like a tricycle thing. It had 3.
I think it did. Yeah.
3. And so you're standing and exercising. I was like zooming around the neighborhood. That was fun. I'm sure I looked crazy because that thing like looked
and it was
unusual.
Hot pink. It was pink.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you loved it.
It was fun. I had to test it.
Yeah. But.
Good morning, Norma. How are you doing today?
Yeah. And I think that's it.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful outside. We got to mow too.
You mean?
Braden's got to mow.
Our kids got to mow. Yes. Put him to work.
Yes. 'Tis the season.
But, all right. Awesome. Well, everybody, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.
And we'll go finally.